All right, once again, here we are. Good evening, everybody. Let me hear you one more time. All right, there we go. Wow, you guys are paying attention. Good. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the game tonight. Mexico City Aztecs hosting their division rival, the Fort Worth Toros. This is Chad Rowan, your play-by-play commentator. And next to me, actually in person, with me tonight is none other than the Hall of Famer, my co-host of The Streets Are Talking, Mr. Eddie Gage. What up, brother?
SFL Nation, one more time. What up, though? We got a great matchup. Fort Worth in the last matchup of the evening, taking on the Mexico City Aztecs, y'all. Fort Worth swept Mexico City last season, trying to keep that momentum going coming into week one of this season. Let's get this one going and popping and find out how this one shakes out, y'all.
Yeah, so last season, Fort Worth was a playoff team. Mexico City was not.
Correct.
What are you looking for in this game from each team as far as like what you want to see coming out the gate?
Well, with Mexico City, we noticed that they signed Ray Bentley and Phoenix Jones, both at tailback coming into this season. Marcus Dunhill coming off one of his better seasons with the Fort Worth Toros, trying to keep that momentum going. J.Z. Bacon is just starting to come into his own, and I think for them to have success, they're going to need a balanced offense with him at the bell cow.
It looks like Mexico City will be receiving the kick, and we are underway here in this beautiful stadium, just taking it inside the goal line and going past the 20, past the 25, and actually be marked at the 24 is Jeffrey Daggs, and that is going to bring out the quarterback for the Mexico City Aztecs, Jordan Sipe, and the rest of this offense.
Jordan Sipe taking over the helm, the reins, the offense for Mexico City just a couple of seasons ago, trying to live up to the billing of Matt Wilson. Let's see how it shakes out here in season 21.
And that's going to be 1st and 10 here from the 24-yard line. As we'll see the first offensive play, it's going to be I formation set here, 3 wide receivers. Sight, short drop, looking, finds incomplete, intended for the tight end, and that was Bill Henry on the target.
Bill Henry taking over for the retired tight end Mike Daggs. Mike Daggs was getting a little too old and the tooth couldn't hang anymore and decided to hang him up, and Bill Henry taking his place.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Mike Daggs is really getting too old or not, but I mean that is the rumor that's going around. 2nd and 10 here for the Aztecs. And they're going to send Cooper in motion here to the other side. Sipe, short drop, looking to the outside, looking for Henry again, and it goes to the hands, and that's incomplete.
Second time they've came out and directed the ball towards Henry. Second time in a row he come down without the football. Going to be 3rd and 10.
I'm sure that somewhere in the crowd or in the suites up there, Mike Daggs is yelling, "You got to catch the ball, my man. You're the tight end. Come on now." Single back formation, 3rd down and 10. As Sipe looking at this defense, see what he can do. He's going to roll out. He's going to look down the middle, and that is going to be caught there. Good catch there by Terrell Cooper, 1st down.
3rd time's the charm here for Jordan Sipe. Twice he directed the ball towards tight end Bill Henry, came up with an incompletion on both attempts, decided to go downfield this time on a bit of a deeper route, finds one of his favorite targets out to move the chains.
Yeah, and Aiden Davis is the man he was going up against, Eddie. That's no slouch. That was a nice move.
Aiden Davis, one of the more physical cornerbacks in this entire league.
1st and 10 here in the I formation. Once again, Ray Bentley is the back. So let's see if they actually start running the ball. And it's going to be another short drop, another toss, and that is tipped away by the linebacker, incomplete.
Wow, he had both hands on the football. Unable to come down with it was linebacker E.K. Vincent, one of the better linebackers in this league, but he cannot come up with that interception.
Going through the offense here for Mexico City, Jordan Sipe is the quarterback. Phoenix Jones and Ray Bentley are the backs. Buford Van Dam is the fullback. Jason Bartley, Nick Lockett, Terrell Cooper are your wide receivers. Bill Henry and Devontae Richardson are the tight ends. And we'll get to the rest of it here momentarily. Split back twin set here for the Aztecs. Sipe rolls out once again, looking and tipped away and almost intercepted. And Eddie, I'm telling you, this defense for Fort Worth is just getting their hands in there.
Only one completion thus far on this drive. Jordan Sipe has to get it together.
Yeah, Sipe and that rollout right now. I mean, he's not staying in the pocket at all. I wonder if that's by design, Eddie. We'll see if that's what it is down the road here as they get further along. And it's going to be single back once again here. And they are going to send a man in motion. That is Jason Bartley. And it's going to be another pass once again. Sipe drops back, stays in the pocket. What a throw! I mean, I don't even know. Was the window open or was it closed, Eddie?
I think it was cracked, Chad, and somehow he found a way to thread the needle and get it in there.
What a throw by the young man. His 3rd season in the league, his 2nd season in here in Mexico City. And look at this throw.
Wow.
I mean, did he throw that in between his legs? Like, that's what it looked like.
It did. Mexico City moves the chains. First down.
1st and 10 here again. Single back, 3 wide receiver set. As there's the first run of the game, and that's going to be to Ray Bentley. He's got a first down. He gets past the 40, but mark him at the 38. First down for the Mexico City Aztecs.
Mexico City is known for running the football. They have 2 tailbacks this year. Yet on this drive, this is the first attempt we see them run the ball, and Ray Bentley moves the chains once again.
And he just went right up the middle of that defense, Eddie. Looked easy. Three wide receiver set, single back formation once again, as it looks like Fort Worth is not going to bring any heat. There's a toss to the right-hand side. Bentley's going to break the first tackle, but not the second, as he's going to be down there. It's not even going to get a gain of yardage at all.
Yeah, with these formations now, with the transition of the SFL, we have to take a look real closely. It looks like 3 tight ends, but it's actually, it looks like 3 receivers, but it's actually 2 with the alongside with tight end Bill Henry on the field that last play.
2nd and 10, single back or split back formation here for the Aztecs. 3 wide receivers as Sipe's going to roll out once again. This has been a familiar thing. Looking in, that is tipped away. It looked like Leach was there to make the deflection.
Fort Worth continues to bring the blitz. They brought it again on this play, but Mexico City did a great job with that blitz pickup.
Yep, Mexico City here. I mean, there's been a lot of rollouts in this game so far.
Has.
And like I said, I wonder if that's just by design or not. And we're going to see 4 wide receivers set here, single back for the Aztecs. Another 3rd down challenge here for them. Let's see if they can convert. Sipe, another rollout once again. Looking, finds his man, and that is going to be complete first down just outside the 20.
One thing about these rollouts, Chad, you want to throw it in the direction the quarterback is moving in, and that's they had all other receivers eligible in the route going that direction, but this time he throws it across his body, yet completes it. Another tough catch by this Mexico City offense.
Yeah, that's a really good point you bring up, Eddie, because normally when you do talk about rollouts, you want to stay to the side that you roll out in. You don't really ever try to throw across the body, but Jordan Sipe showing that strength that he's got as he's able to throw it to the other side. Sipe drops back once again. Pocket was collapsed, and he gets it out to Bill Henry. Nice little stiff arm, but he gets a gain of 3.
As you stated, the pocket was collapsing, so he gets it to his outlet receiver, that being Bill Henry, who picks up 3 yards.
Yeah, Bill Henry, he caught that one that time. So Mike Daggs is proud of him right now.
For the moment.
For the moment. 2nd and 7, I formation set here. Single wide receiver at the top of the screen. Has a short drop, and he's going to look. Bill Henry once again with the catch. Gets a little bit of yardage, and that's going to set up 3rd and short.
Fort Worth did a great job of getting pass rush up front, forcing Jordan Sipe to get rid of that ball, but he finds his tight end to set up 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2 here. Normally we've been seeing 3rd and long for the Aztecs, but this time it's 3rd and short. They got a heavy formation. Phoenix Jones is in the backfield. Let's see if he gets his first carry of the evening. As he will indeed. It's going to be a toss play to Jones. He came out there with a burst of speed, but Fort Worth was right there to stop him to force the 4th down.
They've been getting pressure all day long, Chad, but I don't know if you noticed it, but on that handoff, the ball came at him kind of low, and he had to bend down to pick it up.
Yeah, definitely had to bend down to pick it up, but the 16th pick in the SFL draft this past season, Sonny Sky with the tackle there. And that is going to set up a field goal here try for them to get the first points on the board. The kick is up, and it is good. So Mexico City is the first team on the board tonight as they get a 3-0 lead here early.
And I like the hashtag 12 forever they have in the end zone to honor Hall of Fame quarterback Rest in peace to Matt Wilson.
Yes, rest in peace to Matt Wilson indeed. This is an absolutely gorgeous stadium. If you look at the details, you can see the numbers retired at the top there, along with just a beautiful logo and everything all down the side there. It is an awesome stadium that these guys have done. So we've seen Mexico City. Now let's see what Fort Worth can do here. This will be their first possession as they're going to take it past the 25, and that's going to be about to the 29-yard line. And that is going to bring out the 9-season veteran, his third season with this team, Mr. Marcus Dunhill.
Marcus Dunhill, former season 14 MVP, former season 14 champion, looking to come out here and continue the dominance that Fort Worth presented themselves last season.
Yep, last time Marcus Dunhill was in the All-Star game was also in that season 14 as well.
Absolutely.
First to 10 here is they're going to have Alexander motion out. 3 wide receiver set, as that's going to be a handoff to J.Z. Bacon as he gets a gain of 3 there. He was an all-star last season, J.Z. Bacon was.
J.Z. Bacon, the man, the myth, the legend himself, did not end the season last year the way he wanted to, getting hurt in that playoff game versus the Arizona Scorpions. Looking to come out here and prove himself tonight.
Yep, and Fort Worth is going to be probably, I mean, we've seen them rely on Bacon quite a bit. Let's see if they do it in this ball game. Let's see if that's the game plan here. Hacker is going to be in motion here out of the split back formation. And there is going to be another handoff to Bacon. He breaks the first tackle, but not the second one as Ben Charbs was there to make the tackle.
Both teams thus far, Chad, are doing a great job putting pressure up front, whether it's the run or the pass game.
Yeah, the front 7 of each of these teams has done a very good job so far tonight, Eddie. That's a great call there. 3rd and 5 for the Toros as you got 1 wide receiver on each side of the formation. Dunhill drops back, looking tipped away. That was almost intercepted. That's going to force a 4th down.
It should have been intercepted. Hit him in both hands and somehow unable to come up with it.
Yep, and that was Antoine Joe that made the deflection there. As that is going to bring out the punt unit here for Fort Worth. So a quick 3 and out, and Mexico City with an opportunity to try to extend this lead. 5:15 to go here in the 4th, and that punt looks like a beauty. As that's going to be received just inside the 30. Doesn't get very far as they're going to mark up to 32. A very generous 4 yards there for Jeffrey Daggs.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed, Chad, with this transition that the SFL is moving to, these referees are doing I don't know, they're just spotting and giving the ball to the offense with generous field position.
Yeah, it's like that. It's like that saying, you know, you give an inch, you take a mile. I think it's like they give an inch and you get a mile. 1st and 10 here for the Aztecs. Split back twin formation set here. As Sipe's going to roll out once again. Sipe looking over, finds his target. That's Bill Henry. That's going to be another 1st down for Mexico City.
Putting that ball only where Bill Henry could get it, threw it up high and away from the Fort Worth Toro defense, allowing Bill Henry to come up with that play. That's the first time all night we've seen Fort Worth come out in a 3-4 defense. Let's see how it plays out for them.
Yeah, interesting call there to go to the 3-4 defense. I was noticing that as well. And I tell you, I mean, Bill Henry has been a major target so far here for Mexico City tonight.
Throwing it to him early and often, Chad.
Well, when you got Mike Daggs there in the organization, they're going to throw it to the tight end quite often. Split back formation here once again for the Aztecs. Sipe, short drop looking. They're going to find their wide receiver. That's going to be a gain of 3. That's Jason Bartley.
I don't know about you, Chad, but that looked like almost a clothesline. Is that a legal hit in this league?
Might be now. Not 100% sure. Could be. Hey, if there's no flag, I mean, there's no penalty, right?
That's right.
No harm, no foul. 2nd and 7 here. Heavy set formation for the Aztecs. Phoenix Jones in the backfield. Short drop looking, trying to find Bill Henry, but he was thrown into a crowd, and that's incomplete.
Yeah, they had both tight ends running a slant route to the inside. You never, at least for me, I don't like sending both my tight ends into the same areas. It's asking for disaster.
Yeah, I've seen quite a bit in these games here this week, Eddie, where a bunch of wide receivers just converge into one spot, and that's what causes turnovers. You definitely want to see that. Bunch formation here, 3rd and 7. Sipe drops back, looking fine, and that was tipped away by the defender, incomplete, and Fort Worth forces a turnover.
Wow, for a moment there, Chad, I thought it was going to be a completion, but Fort Worth did a great job of jumping out in front of that ball and coming up with a deflection. Aiden Davis once again stepping up.
Yep, Aiden Davis has been a veteran in this league for quite some time and making plays, and he does it there once again, as it is going to force a punt. K.L. Barrett Jr., believe a second-round pick last season, is going to be punting this away. As that's a very good punt, taken inside the 15, and look at the runner there getting right to him to gain no yards there. Good play there by the Mexico City special teams.
Like you said, all set up by that great punt, great hang time, allowing the Gunners to get downfield, make a play.
So Fort Worth on their last possession, 3 and out. They went pretty quickly. Let's see if Marcus Dunhill can lead them to better pastures here. And yes, I did say better pastures for a Toro. You're absolutely right. Nobody in that crowd's paying attention right now to what we're saying. First and 10 from the 15-yard line, as that's going to be another handle to Bacon. He breaks the first tackle. He's got a little bit, but it's going to be a gang tackle there by the Aztecs to get a gain of 2.
3 Aztecs come running towards the football. It's a team sport, team game. You need a team effort, and all 3, including cornerback Liam Ryan, come in and make the play.
Yeah, definitely what we've seen so far today. You got to have a gang to be able to tackle one guy, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Dunhill drops back. Pocket was getting close, and that was thrown to Hacker, but that is incomplete, and that's going to set up 3rd and long.
Ben charged on a deflection. Mexico City doing a great job on this drive of competing these contested balls.
Yep, the secondaries here so far in the back end of this first quarter have really stepped it up and played very well. Let's see what they do here, 3rd and 8. As you're going to see a 4 wide receiver set. Jay-Z Bacon in the backfield all by his lonesome. They're going to send Baker in motion. And it looks like Mexico City is going to be playing some man coverage. As Dunhill with the beautiful fake rollout. And he's got a man down the field, and it is caught. That is Baker. What a throw there. What a play call by the Toros coaching staff.
Someone clipped that. Whoever his agent is probably on the phone right now with the SFL network saying, I need a copy of that for when it's time for him to renegotiate his contract. He threw that ball against his body, Marcus Dunhill did, gets the ball downfield and picks up the first down.
Marcus Dunhill just once again making plenty of calls, making plenty of great throws, as just once again across the body, as you said, and just made a beautiful play here. First down and 10 at the 41, about the 40-yard line really here for the Fort Worth Toros. 3 wide receiver set as Dunhill drops back, looking, and overthrows Baker again. That's incomplete.
Fort Worth continues to get up against the blitz by Mexico City, and their offensive line is doing a great job of holding up.
Yeah, I was actually going to say that was the past 2 or 3 plays, you've seen that blitz just going straight up the middle. That time they actually brought it from the edges.
Yes.
And that was a nice little play call there by the defensive coordinator. 3 wide receiver set here for the Toros. As Dunhill, short drop, looking short, finds his receiver, but that is going to be dropped, incomplete. That was Stephen Hacker with the incompletion.
Yeah, that ball actually was low down at his feet. He was unable to get down there and pick it up before the defender closed in on him.
Yeah, not sure if the pressure of the past few plays got to Marcus Dunhill and he had a little bit of dancey happy feet or not, but that was not a good throw there as he threw it low. So 3rd and 10 here for the Toros as they're going to send a man in motion. As Dunhill drops back, looking over the middle, finds his target. That's going to be a first down. That is Baker.
Mexico City continues to blitz, and they're not just sending 1, they're sending 2 this time, and the offensive line continues to hold up, giving Marcus Dunhill all the time he needs to find his open receiver.
Yeah, that is definitely going to be a challenge for this Toros offensive line tonight. I mean, we have seen the Aztecs blitz probably at least 50-60% of the time, and that's going to be something we're going to have to watch to see if they do it quite well, Eddie. As Dunhill drops back looking, finds his target. That's Stephen Hacker, and he's going to be short of the first down, just inches away.
And they're throwing a ball right where the blitz is coming from. The defense cannot get over there in time to pick it up. The pass rush is non-existent, and Fort Worth continues to move the ball downfield.
Yep, this front seven of Mexico City is just getting after him. It looks like they're going to try to bring the heat once again. I formation set here. One wide receiver at the top of the screen. As that's going to be a handoff to Jay-Z Bacon, and he's going to get up the middle for a few yards. He's going to get the first down and more, as Fort Worth's going to get another set of downs.
That time, for the first time in quite some time, they were facing a blitz, but they backed out of it, played coverage, but they picked up the first down anyway.
Yeah, I think that would have been the perfect time to throw that blitz right there. First and 10, 3 wide receiver set. Dunhill drops back, pressure getting to him, looking at he had him open. I don't know if it was just because he was trying to turn around or what, but he just completely missed that catch.
I think that's what it was. We saw in a game earlier today where a tight end was trying to come up with that catch just like that, and Jack Flash got hurt and never returned to the ball game.
So 2nd and 10 here for the Toros, as we're going to see that split back spread formation once again. 1:59 to go here in the first quarter. As Dunhill drops back, looking, and he has his man in the middle. That is Stephen Hacker, past the 20 to the 15. The Toros are in the red zone.
Stephen Hacker continues to run right to the middle of the field, right where the blitz comes from, and continues to move the chains. And Mexico City has to come up with something different if they're going to slow down this Toros offense.
I said the Toros are in the red zone. Toros, throw us some hands up. Let's go. Not paying attention.
They're asleep. They're drunk.
I tried. First and 10 from the 15. As Dunhill drops back, he's going to have to be flushed out of the pocket. Looking, finds his man. That is Baker. That's a touchdown. Let's hear you, Toros.
And for the first time all evening, as we get crickets in the background, Fort Worth is not excited about that touchdown at all. But they drop out and play zone coverage this time. Looks like maybe it's been at 2 corners, and they still matriculate the ball downfield, pick up a touchdown, and Fort Worth strikes first. What a nice
touchdown throw there for Fort Worth, as that's going to set up the extra point here pending, so they will get the first touchdown of the night. I am really excited. Is Robert Garrett Jr. excited over there?
He's drunk.
There, Cliff Allen does it, everybody. Cliff Allen.
Cliff Allen's excited.
All right, I am Eddie. I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm officially done trying to get Fort Worth pumped up. I don't think I can get them pumped up. We'll see if Mexico City does better if they get down the field a little bit more.
Stay tuned, my friend.
Stay tuned. All right, so they're going to kick this one off here to Mexico City, and let's see what their offense can do as they're going to field this from deep in the end zone. I don't think they're going to return that. Jeffrey Daggs is smarter than that one, as he's going to mark that down to the 20.
You know, I haven't eaten in quite some time, and about 3 feet to my left, Chad, Cam is sitting over here eating nachos with dip, and
it's salsa. It's salsa.
Whatever, and it looks good, but I'm not going to ask him. No, I don't. I'm a professional, Cam.
He's a professional. You never thought that sentence would be said when you Cam. First and 10 from the 20. I-form spread here for the Aztecs. And that's going to be a toss out to Ray Bentley. And he's going to be able to get to the outside. He breaks one tackle, not the second, as he's going to get a gain of 8 on that.
That was a mean tackle, but Ray Bentley kept the legs churning. You could tell he didn't skip leg day.
Now, Ray Bentley never skips leg day, that is for sure. As that was just just trying to barrel through there. I mean, he's kind of like the finesse back in a sense, right? But he's got a lot of power.
He used to be a fullback, so he's been in the weight room.
So that is going to bring up 2nd and short here for the Aztecs, as you're going to see the triple load formation here. And that's going to be a toss to Phoenix Jones, and he's able to stiff arm one. He's able to break the second one, but not the third one, as Nash there with the tackle.
And you can see here the diversity of Mexico City's offense, showing that they're diving into other team playbooks, Chad, trying to find some ways to get the ball downfield.
Yeah, definitely the triple load is something that really shows off the running back, because that's really what that formation is for. As 3rd and 4 here, as Sipe drops back, stays in the pocket, tipped away by Leach, and that's incomplete, 4th down.
So despite the protection, could not find an open receiver. Is going to force a punt here.
Yep, so they're just going back and forth here. They had an opportunity to respond to the touchdown and did not. And so that's going to bring out KL Barrett Jr. as he's going to be able to punt this away, hopefully being able to try to flip the field here on Fort Worth.
K.L. Barrett Jr. following his dad's footsteps. His dad was a receiver for this Mexico City Aztecs. His son is a punter.
Yeah, a good receiver too. Let's
Yes.
not take that lightly. K.L. Barrett was a threat in this league for quite a while.
Yes, one of my favorite players in the SFL back in the day. I love how they honor Matt Wilson up on the scoreboard there, Chad.
Yeah, I mean, this is such an awesome stadium, the way that they've built this up. I mean, you got pictures of Matt Wilson, you got everything, just everything dedicated to him to show the memory of him. It's just fantastic. 1st and 10 here for the Toros. Let's see if they can extend their lead even more, as that's going to be a handoff to J.Z. Bacon. But what a stop there in the backfield by John Fowler with a gain of nothing.
Gain of nothing. Fort Worth has not attempted to run the ball too much. They've been going down the field via the air, trying to mix things up here on this drive, it looks like.
2nd and 10 here. 3 wide receivers once again, as it looks like Mexico City's going to play off a little bit. And they're going to be able to get that quick slant throw out there to Hacker, and that's going to be just short of the first down.
I think that's about Hacker's 5th catch of this game already. They've been getting him involved early and often so far.
And that is going to be it for the first quarter here, as the Fort Worth Toros are up 7-3. We'll be right back here at live at the convention. And we are back here live at the convention. Chad Rowland, Eddie Gage in the booth tonight. Cameron Irvine over here 5 feet from me with a bowl full of salsa, doing a hell of a job on the broadcast here tonight. So props to you, Cam. He is also not paying attention to me either. My formation set is that's going to be a handoff to Bacon, and he's going to get the first down, as he's going to get that out to about the 44-yard line.
These running backs, they go through and take a lot of punishment, yet they continue to get up week in and week out and produce. It's amazing.
Yeah, all these running backs in the SFL this week have done a fantastic job of getting a lot of production. I am not going to bring up anything about Minnesota's running back.
Not at all.
I will not say that. Hacker's going to go in motion here, as Joe's going to follow him to the other side. As Dunhill's going to hand it off to Bacon. He's going to try to go up the middle, and he's going to get about maybe 3-4 yards out of that. They're going to mark him for 3, 2nd and 7.
One thing I can't help but notice, Chad, is how when they send these receivers in motion, initially they were in a far spread. When they send the receiver in motion, it became a near spread, and the defense, particularly in the secondary, they have to account for that.
Yep, absolutely. 2nd and 7 here for the Toros. Haven't really seen a deep shot so far. Maybe this is what they try to do here. Empty backfield, as he looks like he's going to change something there on the line. Mexico City might bring a linebacker blitz. Who knows? Let's see what they do. Dunhill, short drop, quick throw. And, man, that was thrown into a crowd there as it fell incomplete.
That's the second time we've seen them bring the receivers to the middle of the field. And versus a base defense 4-3, you got 3 linebackers standing right there just waiting for them, salivating, hoping to pick it off.
Yeah, they were kind of hoping maybe they're going to try to bring that blitz-happy, progress in there. But really, they just sat back and waited. That was a nice play design there for the Aztec defense. 3 wide receivers at the bottom of the screen, 1 solo at the top there, as that's going to be a fake to Dunhill. Flicks to the outside. He's going to throw it down the field, and that's going to be caught. That's going to be a first down. Baker once again.
The play fake and the defense bit, Chad, as he was standing about 2 feet from the quarterback, thought the running back had the ball, was pursuing him, runs right by the quarterback, gives him enough time to find the receiver downfield.
Yeah, he had enough time to get down, or as soon as that fake happened there, I mean, Skylar Kingsley did not even notice he even had the ball, went right after the running back. So great play fake there by Marcus Dunhill. 1st and 10 from the 34. Dunhill drops back, finds his target. That's Hacker again. And he's going to be just right. Oh, man, they actually marked him as a first down.
Yeah, they're very generous. As we've seen all season thus far, they are very generous with these spots. It's, they're favoring the offense just like Cam likes it.
Yep, you give an inch, you take a mile. That's exactly what they're getting, right? As Cameron Irvine loved that comment.
Yes, he concurs.
First and 10, and that's going to be a handoff to Bacon up the middle, but he is stopped immediately as he only gets a yard.
Dan Tritz ate up the double team, did not allow the guard to get to the second level.
2nd and 9 here for the Toros. As you're going to see that 3 wide receiver set here once again. As it's going to be another handoff to Bacon up the middle, and Fowler was right there immediately to stop it. And I don't know if you've noticed, they have run up the middle a lot.
Yes, they have. And Fowler in the offseason, he likes to do roofing to keep himself busy, standing out there in that heat and that humidity out here in Mexico City. I don't know how he does it, but he goes from roofing to playing football.
I mean, you got to be a big, strong guy to carry shingles up a roof. I know. Even my old butt's done it a couple times in my lifetime. Stevens is going to go to motion here, 3rd and 7. Bacon in the backfield all by himself. As that's going to be that fake. Once again, rolls it out. He breaks away from it, but not that time as it taken down for a sack. And that's going to be a big 4th down here for the Toros.
First sack of this ball game, it comes from from All-Star Dan Tritz fighting off the block, fighting off the double team, in fact. As the blitz came through, he gets through and brings the quarterback down.
Dan Tritz, 6 seasons in the league, a 4-time All-Star. So he knows exactly what he needs to do when he gets in the quarterback's area. He knows that he needs to bring him down. Excellent play there by Dan Tritz. So that's going to set up a 46-yard field goal attempt here for the Toros, as they're going to try to make this a 10-3 lead. High snap. Good hold, though. The kick is up, and it is good as Fort Worth extends their lead, and the special teams does it right there.
I think Cliff Allen is more excited about that score than the Fort Worth Toro faithful.
Yes, I think I will definitely concur with that. I think that Cliff Allen has cheered more for him than the Toros group has in here right now. Come on, Toro group, cheer for your team. All right. That was Ron Haynes that cheered for him. And that is going to be taken just inside the goal line. It's actually going to be past the 25, gets about to the 30. That's another gracious spot there once again. Looked like he was down on the 27, but they went on and said, hey, you know what? We'll just round up.
Yeah, round up to about the 29-yard line. First down, let's go.
As Lockett was the one returning. Interesting call there to have Lockett being able to get that instead of Dags. Dags is well known for his return skills.
Yeah, I was looking at that too.
All right, so here we go. 1st and 10 here for the Aztecs. Let's see if they're able to put a drive together and get a touchdown here. As it's going to be split back formation here, as Fort Worth might look like they might try to bring something up the middle here, but they're going to jump back. As Sipe was able to find his tight end. That's Bill Henry, and that is a Mexico City first down.
A big Mexico City first down just outside the reach of the linebacker. Was unable to get over there and get it. Let's look at another look on this. He was just out of reach from tipping that ball away.
Yes, Sunny Sky right there once again. Just needed just a little bit more of a reach in order to get that, because I think if they would have got it, that would have been possibly an interception. And it's going to be a 2 tight end set here, 2 wide receivers for the Aztecs, as Bentley is in the backfield. Sipe drops back, pressure getting to him. They are going to chip it out to Bentley, and he was only about to get a yard or 2 on that reception.
I'll tell you what, Fort Worth isn't necessarily getting to the quarterback, Chad, but they're putting a lot of pressure on him and making him get rid of the ball quicker than he wants to.
Yeah, really, if you look at it, both sides have done this very well tonight so far. They've been able to get pressure on him quite a bit, and these quarterbacks are having to just be on their toes, ready for anything that comes at him. As Sipe, short drop once again, throws in. Oh, man, I'll tell you what, the backup tight end, I know that looked like it was intended for Henry, but it almost went to the backup tight end, and he would have had a wide open lane.
Yeah, that time it looked like Jordan Sipe just said, my open receiver's got to be over there somewhere, and just threw it up to him.
That almost sounds like my playbook, where it's like, oh, Ryan Roosevelt's somewhere down there. 3rd and 8 here for the Aztecs. As Sipe drops back, he's going to roll out. The pressure trying to get to him. Sipe throws it away in time, and that is tipped away. Incomplete, intended for Cooper. And once again, Eddie, Mexico City's going to have to punt this away.
Yeah, the defense have come to play tonight, and to the dismay of Cameron Irvine, he is very disappointed. But one thing I did notice is that Mexico City's been coming up with some different play fakes and some different play formations that has not been available in seasons past.
And want to give a shout out to Will Todd in the chat for the $5 super chat. Hammer that like button to show the SFL some love. Why don't you guys show the people at home some love by giving us your loudest cheers? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Good job, everybody. Great job.
Speaking of Will Todd, he scored a touchdown today, had about 7-8 catches. And he said, Eddie, it's a reason I stay here in Arizona because I knew sooner or later you would find a way to get me to football.
Will Todd, sound like he had a good game tonight. 8 catches. That's what he had combined, season 18 to season 20.
Oh, dang.
First and 10. 3 wide receiver set here for the Toros. As Dunhill drops back looking, finds Hacker. That's going to be a first down past the 30. What a great throw there. Great catch by Stephen Hacker.
Speaking of 8 catches, that's about Hacker's 8th catch here right before the half. He's getting involved in his Fort Worth Toros offense.
Actually, if you look at it, Eddie, that's his 5th catch today, 60 yards, so he is being very productive.
Well, he's thrown to 9 times, so
Oh,
excuse
true.
me.
He's targeted 9 times.
Targeted
You
9
got it.
times.
You got it. You the man.
I rounded up.
Yep, just like these reps in the ball spot, we rounded up. 3 wide receiver set here, first and 10 out of the split back. As that's going to be a handoff to Bacon. He's going to get up the middle. And I got to tell you, these linebackers of Mexico City have done a great job tackling tonight.
Yeah, and Jay-Z's a bit slow getting up. He's starting to want that wear and tear of game number 1, trying to get his body in shape. It's starting to get to him.
Yeah, as we've seen, we talked about it. We'll be off and on all day about these games, but the tackling for the linebackers and corners has been kind of suspect. But these Mexico City tackles have done a very good job. As Bacon goes up the middle once again there and gets a good gain, it's going to be 3rd and short.
3rd down and 1, 4:25 and counting left in this first half, and Fort Worth is trying to put points up on the board to extend their lead.
So 3rd and 1 here for the Toros. Let's see if they can extend the drive. I can imagine a Bacon handoff here, as it is indeed a Bacon handoff, and it's, let's see if they got it. They are going to give it to him, Eddie.
Well, you knew as soon as he got anywhere close to that first down marker, they would give him the first down, Chad.
I think that yellow line just moves, right? But they are not going to challenge. I think he did cross the line, so that is going to be first down and 10 here for the Toros as they extend the drive here. 3:50 to go here in the first half. 3 wide receiver set out of the split back formation. That is a handoff to Bacon up the middle again as he crosses midfield, and that's going to be a gain of 8.
One of his best runs of the night, Chad, and right now Fort Worth is trying to eat up this clock to limit the opportunities that Mexico City does have the football so they get it back.
And it's really interesting of what this first half has shown us, Eddie, because they have just ran exclusively up the gut.
Yep.
And you would think with Dan Tritz and Bernard Patterson right there in the middle, that would kind of not be the right idea.
I totally agree with you.
But right now they're doing a very good job of that. So 2nd and 2 here out of the split back formation once again, as that's going to be another run with Bacon. He's going to be up the middle, and that's going to be another Fort Worth first down.
One thing I do not like about Jay-Z Bacon right now is he's carrying that ball awful high above his shoulders, just begging for one of these defenders to come and knock it out.
Well, and I'll tell you, I mean, this front 7 of Mexico City is a definite front 7 that can actually try to force the fumble. So let's see if they can. And it's going to be 1st and 10 here once again from the 44-yard line. That's going to be handed up to Bacon, and they're going to stop him immediately as they're actually going to give him a yard on that run.
We got a $5 super chat from Frost Dimes who says, I, Chad Rowland, lost to the Superior Legend team today.
I think he wanted me to read that, and I'm glad it was you that saw it and not me.
I knew you weren't going to read it, so I read it for you.
So sorry I believe that's Nick Frostle in the chat. And that's going to be thrown over the middle. That is Stephen Hacker, a first down just inside the 30.
Have you noticed how they continue to attack the middle of this field? We haven't seen an out route, a dig, anything toward the outside. They continue to attack inside the hash marks of this football field.
Yeah, they have not ran outside. They have not thrown outside. I mean, if they have thrown outside, it would maybe been a screen, but that's about it. As Marcus Dunhill, 10-16 for 149 yards today and a touchdown so far. And it's going to be 1st and 10. 2:13 to go here in the first half. 3 wide receiver set. Dunhill drops back, looking over the middle again. Hacker with the one-handed catch, and he's going to get in the red zone, and that's going to be another Fort Worth first down.
Sooner or later, Mexico City is going to have to make adjustments and cover the interior of this football field because Stephen Hacker continues to find himself wide open.
Yeah, Hacker has done a very good job in this game as we hit the 2-minute warning here in Mexico City. And we are just inside the red zone here as Fort Worth has been driving, looking to extend the lead. 3 wide receiver set here as they're going to send Alexander in motion. And that's going to be a handoff to Bacon up the middle. Fowler tries to get to him, and he does actually not break the tackle, as that's only going to be a gain of a yard.
Mexico City coming into this game, per Jack's data, is a 2.5-point underdog. Right now here in the first half, they're expecting 51.5 points to get put up, but these defenses did not get that memo.
Yep, Mexico City favored by 2.5, over and under 51, provided by Jack's Data. Thank you for all the hard work them guys have done in past seasons and will do this season. It's Bacon, the first real run to the outside, and it was a good one.
You'd like to see him get out of bounds on that play. He did not get out of bounds. He set up a 3rd down and 1. He was trying to pick up the first before doing so.
Yep, and the clock continues to run here. They got plenty of time. They are inside the 10, marked at about the 8-yard line. 3rd and 1 as that's a handoff to Bacon. And look at Fowler in the backfield to break that up, to force the 4th down. Let's see what the Toros do.
F-wing jokers, we've seen a number of teams use it as we have in previous seasons, but they're going away from the plays that we typically see, and they're trying to run out of it as well.
And that is going to set up, they're just going to take the points here as it's going to set up a field goal. So Fort Worth looking to extend the lead here. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good as Fort Worth increases their lead to 10. As you can hear.
Fort Worth may want to sign Cliff Allen this offseason, Chad.
Yeah, he's going to definitely be the hype man for Fort Worth tonight.
Look at that beautiful backdrop. I don't know if you saw that, Chad, but that is a beautiful backdrop of the city.
I mean, I'm telling you, I personally love this. Is probably, if I had to make a top 5, I would put this in the top 5.
I totally agree with you.
It is so beautiful, especially the backdrop. You can see the nightlife going on. It is just fantastic. As Mexico City now, they got a little bit of time left. They're going to down to here. You got 1:05, Eddie. Put on your coach's hat. What are you doing in this 1:05?
You have all 3 timeouts, 1:05 left on the clock. If I'm Mexico City, I'm going to try to attack the exterior of this field here. But correction, they have 2 timeouts left.
Yeah, and $4.99 super chat from Cliff Allen. Special teams as he puts that in there. Thank you, Cliff Allen, once again. As Sipe over the middle finds the second tight end, and that's a 1st down. And they're going to call their 2nd timeout.
First target he's gotten tonight, and it moves the ball downfield about 20 yards. Burn that 2nd timeout.
And that was a heck of a play right there. Sipe 10 of 20. That throw just got him over 100 yards here in the first half. I like the aggressiveness that they're coming out with right now, Eddie, as you're going to see a 3 wide receiver set here for the Aztecs. Sipe drops back. Pocket was collapsing. Looking, finds his target again. That is Cooper, just past the 35 down to the 34, and Mexico City is going to burn that final timeout.
I don't know how cornerback Remington James did not come up with that pass deflection. He was right there in line of sight, but was unable to turn around and make a play on the football.
What a fantastic, I mean, these past 2 plays for Mexico City have just been fantastic. Let's see what they draw up here. Same formation once again. Don't have to talk about it. 3 wide receiver set, single back formation, Bentley in the backfield. Sipe drops back. Pocket actually kept clean. Looks, intended for Bill Henry, but might have just been overthrown, incomplete.
Regardless whether it's overthrown or not, that's a kill shot, and it's amazing that Bill Henry was able to pick himself up off the turf.
Yeah, he was just sandwiched in there. And that was just, it looked a little scary when he got hit there, Eddie, but he was able to get right back up. He's a tough guy.
He's a tight end.
He's a tight end. He's tough. 2nd and 10, 4 wide receiver set here for the Aztecs, as they're going to send a man in motion. That is going to be Bartley. As you can see, Davis is going to follow him. As Sipe drops back, pocket holds, they're going to look short, and that's an interception that went through the hands of Bartley and Aiden Davis. We've been talking about him all night with the pick.
Former SFL Defensive Rookie of the Year back with the Houston Hyenas several years back, Chad. But that pass was behind the receiver. Should have never been thrown over there. Look at him. You see he's trying to turn around and get back to the football. Unable to do so. That's a bad pass by Jordan Sipe.
Yeah, there's nothing else you could chalk that up to, just a terrible pass by Jordan Sipe. Like you just pointed out, Eddie. He turned around and he was like 4 feet away from him. Yeah. So now let's see what happens here. Now, I would assume that Fort Worth will probably run out the clock, but they may be aggressive. We'll see. 44 seconds to go. They're going to send a man in motion. That is Baker. As that's going to be a handoff to Bacon up the middle, and that's just going to be a gain of a couple, as they're going to probably just let this clock run out.
Yeah, I think so, Chad. They're going to go into the locker room at halftime with this 10-point lead.
And when you look at the screen right now, it was showing number 44, Robert Garrett Jr. We have not heard his name all night long.
Have not heard the Cowboy.
We have not heard. I wonder if the Cowboy will get more involved in the second half. 2nd and 8 here, 3 wide receiver set. Dunhill drops back. He's got time. He's going to look. He throws it over Aaron Alexander. It was intended for Stevens. He does catch it, and there's a gain of nothing on the play.
Yeah, that was a dangerous pass.
Very dangerous pass. I saw pick 6 all over the place on that.
So did I.
I was thinking, oh, man, here we go. And that was going to be indeed the last play of the first half here. Mexico City Fort Worth with the lead here, as you get a good shot there of the cheerleaders. And Eddie, I want to ask you real quickly about your takeaways here this first half.
Well, I've been very impressed with Stephen Hacker, who continues to attack the middle of the field. Whether Mexico City has been playing zone or blitzing, they're throwing it right into the areas where those blitzing defenders just came from. Fort Worth doing a great job attacking the middle of this field. I think for Mexico City, if they're going to get back into this ball game, Chad, they got to do a better job of getting both their tailbacks involved. They paid them a lot of money this offseason. Ray Bentley's a Hall of Famer. They got to find a way to get him some touches.
Yeah, that was definitely what I was going to. Actually, you took the words right out of my mouth. I was thinking about what Mexico City needs to do to get in here. Sipe has got to be a little bit more accurate, right? We're seeing him do with some overthrows. We're seeing him do whatever. They've only got 3 points to show for it right now. But you're right. You paid those running backs. You need to get the ball to them. And we're taking a look here at Baker. 4 catches for 74 yards and a touchdown. He is the player of the half so far here for Fort Worth.
Spread the ball around. I probably would have gave that nod to Stephen Hacker, but like you said, Baker does have the touchdown, so that gives him the nod.
Yeah, and nothing to take away from Stephen Hacker, because he's done a terrific job in this game so far. And there it is right there, that backdrop once again here for this stadium. And look at above right there with the detail. Yeah. Right there under the lights, as you see that right there. That is just fantastic. Great work here for the Mexico City Stadium. As you're going to see the Toros receive the second half kick, as they are going to try to extend this lead even more on this drive, and they're just going to take that from the 1 as Baker crosses the 20, crosses the 25. He's got a little bit of room to the outside. That's to the 40. He gets clogged up there as he just barely gets past the 40. And I'll tell you what, if he was able to run through that, he may have had 6.
Yeah, I couldn't get the defender's number, but he got in the way of the runner, and the gunner in front of him trying to provide a block. And if not for that effort, he'd still be running to the end zone right about now.
Yeah, it looks like he just ran right into his own player there, number 18. I believe it's a wide receiver, probably just covering on the kick. But, if he would have not ran right into it, just went just to the outside, I think he might have had a chance to be gone.
Absolutely.
So Fort Worth, and regardless of what happens, they're going to have great field position to start here on the 42-yard line. As it's going to be 1st and 10, 3 wide receiver set here from the split back formation. As Dunhill drops back, looking over the middle, and that is Hacker with another one-handed catch. That's going to be past the 45 for a first down.
Another one-handed catch, another catch inside the hash marks. Fort Worth continues to attack this same area of the field, and Mexico City has not made an adjustment.
And it's just a nice little throw there. Like you said, Eddie, they've been just attacking the middle of that field all night long, and with Hacker, they've been attacking the middle of that field. And just another great drawn play there for the Toros. As you see, Hacker right there, 8 catches for 99 yards, almost 12 and a half yards per catch.
And it's only the start of the third quarter.
Yeah, playing really well so far. Dunhill drops back, looking over the middle. Guess who? This time it's actually Cade Stevens, as it's going to be another first down for the Toros.
Where's that ball thrown, Chad?
In the middle.
In the middle of the field.
Yeah, I mean, that is all they've attacked. All their run plays, all their pass plays. I mean, you had that one run to the outside for Bacon, but it's all been the middle of the field here for the Toros.
As you look at Marcus Dunhill, what do you think about quarterbacks wearing tinted helmets with those tinted visors?
I mean, you think you wouldn't be able to see, I guess. But, I mean, he's proven us wrong right there as he's able to find Hacker and his receivers all night long. As Dunhill drops back looking, finds Hacker once again. Jeez. That's a gain of 8.
Wow, I mean, at some point, it's almost I don't know, Chad. They just not seeing an adjustments from Mexico City defense tonight.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of hoping to see what they would do, because obviously they've been getting attacked in the middle all night. You'd think the coordinator would be able to find that, and that's going to be a handoff to Bacon to the outside, Eddie, but that time it does not work as Jackson there with the stop.
Ben Jackson with great closing speed. Should he not get to the running back there and make that tackle on J.Z. Bacon, that's going to be a significant gain.
So that is going to be 3rd and short here for the Toros. Split back formation. One wide receiver at the bottom of the screen, as that's going to be a handoff to Bacon. He's able to get that first down. Daggs was right there to stop him to try to make that even worse, but first down, Fort Worth.
I got to commend Fort Worth's organization. They were very patient with J.Z. Bacon's growth. He was behind the Ravens for a long time as he sat there and developed, but they were very patient with him. He finally got his opportunity last season, and it looks like he's off to a hot start this season as well.
Yeah, he definitely sat behind Jason Williams there for a couple seasons, and now he's getting his shot. Dunhill drops back, deep drop, looking, finds him. Wow, what a throw. I thought that was actually picked, but Cade Stevens looked like he might have took it out of his hands, but regardless, 1st and goal for the Toros.
That time Mexico City took away the middle of the field, but he somehow, one of his better throws of the night, literally threads the needle, gets the football in there, and it's going to be 1st and goal, Fort Worth.
That is just a nice throw. Joe had him covered very well.
He did.
He had him. There's nothing you could do. He's a rookie corner, made a great play, but right there. Fort Worth's pass was just better, right? 1st and goal here, split back formation. Let's see what they do from the 1-yard line. Mexico City might be trying to bring the heat up the middle. I wouldn't blame them, as you're going to see a man in motion here. And there's going to be a handoff to Bacon up the middle, and that is going to be good. Touchdown, Fort Worth.
Split jokers. They got 2 tight ends on the field to serve as extra blockers. They just call the ISO right up the middle of the field, and J.Z. Bacon capitalizes the drive with another Fort Worth touchdown.
And just a nice run. That was just a nice drive right there to open up, right? That's if you're Fort Worth, that's exactly what you wanted to do to get this game started.
Start off this third quarter and keeping their foot on the throats of this Mexico City Aztecs team.
And we got DJ the Myth there with a $2 super chat. Who needs therapy when you have the SFL? That is absolutely correct. And actually, I probably would say the SFL sometimes causes you to have therapy.
That's absolutely right, especially if you're a coach in this league.
Yes, if you're a coach in this league, every one of us at least had an hour of therapy. I'm pretty sure. There he is, Cliff Allen, the man, the legend over there.
Somewhere Stephen Hacker is reaching into the DMs of Cliff Allen and asking him if he wants to be a Fort Worth Toro next season.
Yeah, he has been the hype man tonight so far here for the Toros. I think I've said that once, and I'll probably say it again, as that's going to be kicked away here. So Mexico City, you got 3 points. That's all you were able to muster. Let's see what you could do on this drive. You got to open this third quarter, Eddie, I think with a score, right?
Absolutely. And I don't think it's time yet, Chad, to get away from the running game, but we just haven't seen it from Mexico City.
Yeah, it's not. The run game has really been non-existent, in all honesty. And it's really interesting because you have both those backs there. We know how good Phoenix Jones is. We know Ray Bentley's a Hall of Famer, right? And so when you have that kind of tandem in the backfield, you think that you're going to be featuring them, and so far they just have not.
I'm sitting here observing Cam do his job behind the scenes at SFL headquarters, which happens to be 3 feet to my left. And the job looks hard for us,
Yeah.
But I'm over here looking at him just using one hand to get the job done, and I think he's just overpaid, Chad.
Yeah, I mean, he's got one hand in a chip bag. I mean, not right now, but he did. As Bentley's going to get the handoff. Maybe they're listening to us finally as Bentley breaks a tackle, gets a gain of 7.
Finally, they get the run game going. Hall of Famer Ray Bentley on the carry. Oh, I like the font of those jerseys as well, too. You see that?
I did not pay attention to it, but go ahead.
Looks great.
It does look, what is it?
I don't know what the font is, but the font of those.
Font.
Yes.
Oh, the font. Yes, the font looks very nice on the Aztecs jerseys. So 2nd and 3 here in that triple O formation once again.
Yeah.
As waiting for the pitch to the outside as they're going to send a man in motion.
If it's a pitch to the left, it might be problematic.
And it's not. It's always a pitch to the other side. And Jones breaks the tackle with a stiff arm. He's going to get the first down, and that's going to be set out of bounds past the 40. Good run there for Phoenix.
My apologies. They actually sent the receiver on the left out towards the flat, and I was thinking that he wasn't going to be able to provide the block he needed to get upfield, but I was proven wrong.
Yeah, great job blocking there, because if he didn't land that block, he wasn't getting that first down, I don't think, for sure. As it's going to be 1st and 10 here from the 39-yard or from the 41-yard line, my apologies. As that's going to be over the middle. That is Bartley with the catch. And that's going to set up 2nd and 6.
We've seen a ton of one-handed grabs here in week 1 of the SFL, Chad, and it just goes to show how hard these receivers are working in the outfield to prepare themselves for week 1.
Yeah, it's just been one-handed catch left and right tonight here in this game so far, Eddie. Not sure if they have to stick them on or not.
They probably do.
They ain't got their hands in Cam's chip bag. I know that. 2nd and 6 from split back formation. Sipes going to roll out once again. And he's going to be able to throw it to Bill Henry.
Wow.
And I got to tell you, I mean, that was a short throw, but Bill Henry was the one who made that play happen.
He did, and I thought, let's get another look at that. I thought the football actually hit the ground. Let's take a look.
I don't know. I saw a little bobble there, Eddie. You might have been right.
Let's see if they challenge that, but that might have been a completion. But nonetheless, a very impressive catch.
Fort Worth's up 20-3. I don't think they're going to care if they challenge it or not.
No. 13 of 25. That's just over 50% passing for Jordan Sipe.
Sipe 1st and 10 here. That triple O once again. Drops back, looking, and finds Bill Henry. That's going to be a first down to the outside. That's a nice drawn-up play there for the Aztecs.
Tight triple, and then send Bill Henry right up the seam. Actually had a block from a receiver who was waiting to help him out there, but I don't think he thought the ball got there just yet. Otherwise, that would have been a catch-and-run situation. Look at this.
Yeah, just looking at it right there in the flat. Cooper almost kind of played the picket fence role there, right?
Yeah.
As he was just trying to no, you can't be caught with that gate open, right? That's what they say?
Yeah.
That's a basketball reference if anybody wants to know. Spread for 3 wide receiver set here. As Henry is going to be the man in motion. As Bentley in the backfield, they are going to hand it off on a draw play to Bentley up the middle, and that's a very nice run design.
Yeah, they came out in a 4-4 and decided to play man, and there was no one as he got great interior blocking to pick up Bentley. Sets up a 2nd and 2.
Yeah, the blocking up front there really what made that run, Eddie. I mean, it was a fantastic. Buford Van Dam was able to get up there and get a good block as well. So great play design there. And you haven't seen the draw run all night long, and it was there right there for him. Triple load formation here for the Aztecs. They're going to send the tight end in motion.
That's a better situation for him right there for some pitch.
I like that motion right there. As now you got blocking on all sides. Let's see which way they go. It is going to be that pitch to that side. He's going to get the first down. He's trying to get to the sideline. He gets to the sideline. Tried to get around a little bit, but he stepped out of bounds, but it's going to be a first down regardless.
Nonetheless, Ben Stone showed great closing speed right there, but he had a long way to go to get there, unable to get to the running back, Phoenix Jones.
Yep, and that was like I said, that was just a great idea by Jones because, I mean, he's got the speed to be able to outrun Ben Stone, but got to the outside, but he was right there. It was great closing speed, though, by Jones or by Stone for sure.
Mexico City is not giving up. They continue to fight, been working the ball downfield, looking to put up a touchdown here just inside the SFL red zone.
Split twins formation here for the Aztecs. 1st and 10, just inside the 15-yard line. Sipe with the rollout, looking over the middle, tipped away, and I had a second opportunity maybe at it, but it's going to be incomplete. 2nd down.
Throwing the ball in the middle of the field against man defense. You got both safeties sitting inside waiting for the football, but they were unable to come up with it.
Yep, as we're going to see Bentley there lonely in the backfield. 2nd and 10 for the Aztecs from the 15-yard line. As you're going to see a tight end at the bottom of the screen there. As Sight, very short drop. Looking in. And that's intercepted. That's Aiden Davis again.
Aiden Davis been making plays all night. This time he gets the interception off the deflection, and Mexico City, who was just starting to show signs of life, of getting back into this ball game, turns it over.
Yeah, I mean, look at him right there. I mean, he was playing, he bumped him a little bit, right? But then looked back, looked at the quarterback, and was watching his eyes the entire time as he made that throw and just threw it right to him.
Wow, that's got to be depressing if you're a Mexico City fan to drive all the way downfield and have that happen to you.
And we got a $1.99 super chat from Mickey Malolo. What's a Rambler? Someone who gets stomped. And I mean, I could go into this if people want to, but we got a game to call as Bacon's going to go up the middle. And someday I may do a super chat to where I ask Mickey if he just remembers what I've told him 100 times what a Rambler is. Because it's like that one guy that finds that one joke that's funny and he just keeps telling it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's going on with Mickey Malolo. But I got to give him a shout out because he wore that suit very well.
He almost passed out by the time
he almost
took it
passed
off.
out with 2 minutes to go, but
Yeah.
he was close. As that's going to be a handoff to Bacon up the middle as he's going to get nowhere. And I got to tell you, I've been very impressed with Jackson tonight playing that linebacker position.
I have too, but you also have to give credit to defensive tackle Bernard Patterson, who stuffed up the double team, did not allow the guards to get to the second level, which enabled Jackson to make that play.
Bernard Patterson, former Portland Fleet, former Baltimore Vulture.
Yeah.
Bernard Patterson. People probably don't remember him in a Vulture uniform as Dunhill drops back looking, finds his receiver. What a catch there by Baker. That's a first down.
That is about as impressive catch as we've seen in this ball game. The ball was low and inside. He had the defense all over his back, takes a hit, holds on to it, and moves the chains.
Yeah, he was hit as he caught that. I mean, he spun and in mid-spin caught it and was hit at the same time.
Yeah.
That was a fantastic catch there by Baker. As that's going to be 1st and 10. As that's going to be a handoff to Bacon up the middle. He doesn't get broken tackle there as it's going to be a gain of 3.
J.Z. Bacon has not had the home run yet in this ball game, but he continues to stay ahead of the chains and keeps this Fort Worth Toros offense in manageable situations.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to wear down that front seven of this Mexico City defense. And so far, I mean, he's doing a decent job. But let's see if they're able to continue that into like the middle of the fourth quarter, as that's going to be a pitch to the outside to Bacon. And, oh, man, he just barreled right through Ben Charbs, but he gets a gain of a couple.
They called a toss to the weak side of the field out of weak pro, something you don't see called too often. For a moment there, I thought they had a chance, but Mexico City did a great job converging.
Yeah, they definitely had the blocking up front. They could have done it, right? You had your guys in that same spot, but it just – they were able to break it up. 3rd and 5 here for the Toros as Dunhill's going to be forced out the pocket. He's going to run. He gets a first down, and that's going to be up to about the 49. Marcus Dunhill using those magic feet.
Fort Worth Toros offense is just putting on a clinic here tonight, Chad, of what to do. He did not panic, throw the ball somewhere where it didn't need it to be. Decided to pull out his own do-it-yourself toolkit and scramble downfield to pick up the first down. The only thing he didn't do was slide.
Yeah, I think he was probably just shocked at the fact he was running, and so he's got to learn how to slide. That is for sure. As you're going to see 1st and 10 here from just inside midfield, as that's going to be thrown over the middle. That is Hacker there on the slant, and that's another first down for the Toros.
Another first down for the Toros, another pass inside, another completion to Stephen Hacker.
Yeah, Hacker's just collecting his money tonight. I mean, look at that. I mean, just a beautiful route run right there. Just a simple little, just slant route, not really a slant, and just done a fantastic job as Eric Vincent in giving us a $4.99 super chat. Eggplant emojis across the board for the Toros. So there you go. Thank you, Eric, for the contribution. As you can see here, as Dunhill has a man in motion, Stevens. 27 seconds to go here in the third. That's a handoff to Bacon, and what a stop there. John Fowler, the shingle man, coming in there with the hit.
Yeah, he got hit twice, once from behind, in the front and once from behind. It's amazing he's able to hold on to the football.
Nice hit there by John Fowler, as it's going to be 2nd and 10. 3 wide receiver set for the Toros once again. As Dunhill drops back, looking where? Over the middle. That's going to be caught. First down into who, Eddie? Stephen Hacker, of course.
Where there's been 90-yard slants, 90 Z arrow, 90 whatever, it's all been across the middle of the field, and Mexico City just has not had an answer tonight.
And I mean, that's just an arrow route, just simple, right? Just turn and go, and he did exactly that.
Put your fours up, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody, that is going to do it here for the third quarter. Get your 4s, 12s, 86s, and 68s up if you're in the chat or here in the convention. One more quarter to go. Let's hear it, everybody, here in Cincinnati. There we go. Thank you, everybody.
They've been here since this morning. They about done.
We're all tired. Chad Rowland, Eddie Gage in the booth tonight. Cameron Irvine doing the production. Thank you once again, Cam, for all the hard work. As that's going to send Stevens in motion. As Hacker's going to hand that off to Bacon. That's going to be up the middle. He's going to get past the line of scrimmage and get a gain of about 7. And that's going to set up 2nd and 3.
Continues to stay ahead of the chains, Chad. They're not doing anything spectacular, but they just staying ahead of the chains, Chad. Keep, not giving Mexico City an opportunity for a short field via a turnover and just working their way downfield.
Yeah, they've just been methodically just going and going and going. As it's going to bring up 2nd and 3 here. Dunhill trying to change something with an audible. Didn't like what he saw. As that's going to be a toss to the outside to Bacon. And Jackson missed the tackle there. He almost broke a second one. And that's going to set up 3rd and 1.
Jay-Z Bacon being involved early and often in this game plan tonight. And I can assure you he's going to be in that hot tub.
Oh, yeah, he's going to be in that ice bath.
Ice bath.
Going to be in there just soaking it up. As you're going to see 3rd and 1 here. Bacon in the backfield by himself. Looking like it's probably going to be a run to him. It is indeed. He's going to get the first down to the outside. Rolls over Jackson, but not the second one as he does get it down. 1st and goal.
Working these chains, Chad, soaking up the clock as we're now late into the 4th quarter, and it's just more the same.
Yep, 30 carries so far, 79 yards today. The average not really where you want it to be, but he's been just mowing through these guys all night long. As it's going to be 1st and 10 here from the 6. Another pitch to Bacon, and he's going to be able to break that first tackle, but Jeffrey Daggs is not going to let him get through there.
Jeffrey Daggs, Hall of Famer, comes up, shows off that closing speed, and makes a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, we talk about Jeffrey Daggs as a returner, but we don't talk about Jeffrey Daggs as the guy who can actually make some tackles and make a force.
Yeah, absolutely.
As it's going to be 2nd and goal here from the 7-yard line. As Dunhill drops back, looking over the middle, caught. That is Stephen Hacker with a touchdown.
Across the middle of the field, another 90-0 arrow route, I believe it was, and Stephen Hacker is just more of the same. And one good thing about this Fort Worth Toros offense, Chad, they've only shown us a little bit. So good luck next week scouting them, because I'm sure they have more in the toolbox for opposing defenses next week.
I mean, one thing I want to point out here, Eddie, is the fact that we've talked about Mexico City, or about Fort Worth, about how they've attacked the middle, and that middle was wide open.
Wide open.
Wide open. You would think there'd be some adjustments there by the coaching staff, but it is just not happening. As they're going to set up here for the extra point to extend this lead even further. Kick is up, and it is good. As Cliff Allen, as you have heard all day long, with the shout out right there about the special teams. And just a methodical drive there by the Toros. Chewed up a lot of clock.
A ton of clock. And right now, Mexico City is just, their defense has got to be exhausted at this point.
Yeah, that front seven's been getting worked, I'll tell you that. As it's going to be received inside the 1. As that's going to be taken past the 25 down to about the 26. And right now, Eddie, I mean, Mexico City's got to score, and got to score now.
Yeah, I mean, it may be too late to win this ball game, Chad, but they got to just do something to try to remain positive, find a spark, something they can use and carry forward to week 2.
I mean, you never know. I mean, there is still 8 minutes to go in the game. There is a little bit of time.
There's a little bit of time, but they got to go 24 points, and thus far they scored 3. But you never know. We've seen San Diego almost come back and beat us today, so it is possible.
It is possible. You gotta think like George Michael. You know what George Michael said? What did George Michael say?
He said,
You gotta have faith. Come on now.
I was getting there.
There's a pitch to the outside to Ray Bentley, and I'll tell you, he was breaking tackles left and right as he gets a gain of 8.
I was trying to get myself to sing it, but I just couldn't pull the trigger.
Oh man, I almost had him singing.
Yeah,
that was close. Oh man, I should have let that one go, but I did not. 2nd and 2 here for the Aztecs. Triple load formation here, as we've been just seeing nothing but the pitch to the outside, and there it is once again. And Fort Worth read it perfectly as they were able to get a loss of yardage on that play.
A loss on the play, unable to get Ray Bentley or Phoenix Jones going in this game with any sort of consistency. But the good news is it's only week 1, and they can learn from this and bounce back in week 2.
Yep, and like I said, that triple load, if you're in the goal line situation, if it's just a dive play, it could be a really good formation, but that toss just does not work. As it goes to the outside, Bartley, they're past the 45, and that's what you want to see out of the Aztec offense.
One of the few times we've seen them attack Fort Worth downfield today.
Yeah, they have not attacked downfield very often, and that's probably one of the first ones in a while that they've done that. Maybe the first time in this half that they've done that. As Sipe today, 15 of 29, 169 yards for 2 interceptions. As Sipe drops back looking and tipped away by Sunny Sky, and that's going to be incomplete, intended for Bartley.
Fort Worth, I mean, they're just doing a job on both sides of the ball, Chad, with this offensive defense. The offense is putting forth consistent drives that choke up a lot of clock. The defense is getting off field with these pass deflections and getting the offense right back on the field. It's just been a total team effort here tonight thus far.
Yeah, they have. I mean, this is a division game, too. We got to remember that.
Yeah.
So this is going to be interesting to see how the South shakes out this season. I formation set here for the Aztecs. As we are just under 7 minutes to go, Sipe drops back. Has time. Pocket looking good. Finds Bartley at the 40-yard line. That's a first down.
Great patience there by Jordan Sipe, keeping his eyes downfield despite the pocket collapsing around him. He was able to keep his head up downfield, looking at his targets, finds his open man, and moves the chains. One thing you pointed out a moment ago, Chad, at the conclusion of week 1, the South is going to have 3 teams that are 1-0 thus far.
Yeah. Yep, the South is rising again.
Yes.
As they have been looking very good so far, as you see 3 wide receiver set here. As that's going to be a handoff to Bentley, and he's going to get a good chunk of yards there, gain of 5.
Just haven't had enough of that tonight, but when they do, it is productive.
Yeah, in short bursts, he has been productive, right? But, you know, I don't know if it was by design that they wanted to be more pass heavy or not, but so far, I mean, Fort Worth has just shut them down defensively. As that's going to bring up 2nd and 5 here, 1 wide receiver at the top of the screen. As that's going to bring Bartley in motion. As that's going to be a handoff there to Phoenix Jones, and he's not able to break that tackle. What a great hit there by the defender to set up 3rd and short.
It looked like he just tried to jump over his own offensive lineman who was in front of him, between him and the first down marker.
Yeah, definitely tried to jump over his own guy, but did not make it as the defender laid the wood there. As it's going to be 3rd and 2 out of the split back formation. Mexico City needing to extend this drive, maybe try to get a little bit of pride here at the end of this. As that's going to be handoff to Jones. That's a first down. Jones barrels through the defender, and that's the Phoenix Jones that we've grown to love in all these past few seasons.
Yes, it is. Lowering the shoulder, taking out bodies, taking names, and sending them to the shadow realm, as TJ likes to call them. Picks up significant yardage that have set up this first down.
Yep. Shout out to the Hall of Famer T. Roy Gaines with the Shadow Realm comment there by Eddie Gage.
Whatever. I don't talk to him these days. He beat us twice in the championship last season and the season before. Look out.
Look out as Sipe. Look at the coverage, but he's able to break through it, throws it in. That is going to be tipped away, incomplete. You got to admire the composure of Jordan Sipe on that play.
Absolutely. It looked like he broke off 2 tackles and kept his eyes downfield despite the pressure all around his legs to get that ball downfield. I thought that was a touchdown, Chad.
I thought it was too. I mean, we couldn't really see exactly what was going on actually in the end zone, but I mean, Sipe was providing all kinds of drama right there. I mean, able to break that 1 tackle, really almost broke 2, like you said. And it's going to be 2nd and 10 here, 3 wide receiver set. Sipe, short drop, looking over, and that is going to be intercepted by Fort Worth. And that has been the story here tonight. Delaney Nash with a pick.
Fort Worth came out here, Chad, and put up a complete effort on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. They just could not have played any better tonight thus far.
I mean, if you look right there, I mean, Terrell Cooper was open, right? Looked like he just did a dig route, right? Yeah. And was wide open, and Sipe just overthrew it.
Yeah.
Just plain and simple. That was just a simple overthrow.
And he had plenty of time with only a 3-man rush as well.
Yeah, there was no pressure really, I don't think, getting to him. I didn't really notice any, but then again, I was looking downfield more often, as it looks like Robert Garrett Jr. is going to be in motion.
We have not called his name tonight.
Well, I just called it right there, Eddie. I called it earlier, but he didn't even cheer for me, so he doesn't deserve to get his name called. As that's going to be just a gain of a couple, as it's going to set up 2nd and 8, and more importantly, that clock's going to continue to run.
They don't care about necessarily scoring here. They just want to eat up a clock, and they've been doing a great job of that all night long.
Yeah, Bacon has worn down this front 7 here.
Do you remember where Fort Worth was in the power rankings entering week 1?
You know what? I don't even think they were on it, were they?
I don't know. You know, they were on it.
Were they? Okay. Well, on the graphic, it only showed like 15. I couldn't remember if they were on the top 15 or not.
Well, they got to the Final 4, so I'm sure they're on there.
I'm sure they are. I just, like I said, I didn't remember seeing them. As that's going to be a handoff to Bacon, and that's going to be maybe just a yard, and that's going to set up 3rd and about 6.
Wow, look at Bernard Patterson. I don't think he hit the weight room once this offseason. Did you see the cut on that guy?
Yeah, he did not hit the weight room. He may have hit the buffet line.
He
but
hit the buffet line.
He did not hit the weight room. As that's going to set up 3rd and 6. 3 wide receiver set here for the Toros as they're going to send Baker in motion. Looking to see if maybe that arrow route to Hacker is the call here. Would be a nice play to get that 1st down. Letting this clock run down to almost nothing. As that's going to be a handoff to Bacon, and John Fowler right there with the stop. And Mexico City is going to get the ball back.
I agree with the call, Chad. You don't need to score there. You don't need to try to pick up the 1st down. Just run the ball, pick up clock, avoid the turnover, and then giving Mexico City a short field.
Yeah, you definitely want to throw an interception and try to get momentum on a road game, right?
Yeah.
So even though you are down 20, you're up 27-3, it's a pretty good odds that they might close this out, but you never know. We've seen plenty of crazy comebacks in this SFL league. As that is going to bring out the punt unit here for the Toros. And they're going to be able to punt this one away, so hopefully they'll get their runners down there to make a good stop. As they're going to get it just a little bit past the 40. Dags gets out to the 43. And that is going to bring out Mexico City's offense, and they're going to be hopefully maybe trying to – let's see if they try to be aggressive and score quick, or what do you think they're going to do here, Eddie?
I don't know, but I know one thing. I like those Under Armour shoes that Jeffrey Dags had on right there. Those look sharp.
Jeffrey Dags, just a man with style. As we're going to see that triple load here. Actually, there's a bunch set, my apologies, as it's going to be 1st and 10. As Sipe drops back looking, and that is going to be an interception by the Toros. And that right there, Eddie, is just, I don't know.
Chad, I know that unfortunately Minnesota put up 69 points on you guys today, but I think this is about as impressive performance. I think this is about as impressive a performance.
Why you got to bring up bullshit?
As we see tonight.
Come on, why you got to bring up
I know
bullshit?
they only have 27 points, Chad, but I'm saying the production they got on both sides of the ball is very impressive to me.
I'm hurt. That's all I know. I'm hurt. I'm still depressed. Where's Harish at? I need a hug.
I'm sorry.
He won, so he doesn't care at the end of the day.
I care, dude. you're my guy.
All right, split back formation here. That's going to be a handoff to Bacon, and that's going to be a stop there. Matthew Alvarado with the tackle. Man, if you can imagine, they're talking about the San Diego Mavericks having a table by the booth, and I can imagine that would make Cam's hair fall out.
Yeah, they're trying to get all the attention.
I mean, look who's running the show over there. Dave Axe is the diva. You know
that he is. You know how that goes.
The 2nd and 10 here, split back formation set. As that's going to be a handoff to Bacon and Dexter Jackson right there on the stop to make it 3rd and long.
3rd and 11, Jay-Z Bacon is upset with himself, but he has nothing to be ashamed of as his team has put forth a great football game plan tonight.
And we are here at the 2-minute warning. Fort Worth 2 minutes away from possibly closing this game out and being 1-0 here to start the season. And it's going to be 3 wide receiver set here for the Toros again.
Look for another run.
Yep, Jay-Z Bacon trying to get over 40 carries tonight. As he's able to look at that hurdle. Look at this nice run here by Bacon.
Oh my
getting
goodness.
the first down.
The first down.
Because of the fact he rolled him over. But I'm really impressed with the agility and the hops of Jay-Z Bacon.
Yeah, Jay-Z Bacon just a couple of seasons ago wasn't that athletic, wasn't that gifted. But he continued to show up to practice every day, week in and week out, and now he's one of the greater players.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to ask Bacon after the game of where he got the athleticism from to be able to have those kind of hops. And that's going to bring a man in motion here for the Toros. As that's going to be another handoff to Bacon, and he's able to go through, break one tackle. He's going to get to the sideline. He gets the first down. Extends this drive again, and that's going to bring up another timeout for Mexico City.
And he also stayed in bounds to keep the clock running and force Mexico City to burn the timeout.
And Jay-Z Bacon, all this running, and he just now eclipsed over 100 yards.
Wow.
Averaging maybe 2.5 yards a carry.
Yeah.
As that's going to bring Robert Garrett Jr. in motion.
Going from eye jokers to eye jokers with that man in motion.
Go from eye jokers to eye jokers, as that's going to be a pitch to the outside to Bacon. He gets past the 20, breaks a tackle, and nice little tackle there by the defender, and Mexico City with another timeout.
Wow, great tackle there by the corner, getting Jay-Z on the ground. Mexico City's going to burn that timeout. And now
you can't take him home.
Yeah, you can't take him home.
Might as well use him. Heavy single back formation here for the Toros as they're going to send Garrett Jr. out in motion. As that's going to be another handoff to Bacon, and then he's going to plow right through the defender, and that's going to be another first down for the Toros.
Another first down. Mexico City unable to stop the clock. It's going to put Fort Worth in victory formation, and right now they can just pretty much look up to the fans and yell, "Thanks for coming. Good night. Now drive home safely," because this one is over, Chad.
Yeah, this one's definitely over for sure. Fort Worth is going to move to 1-0, and we've been talking about all night. I mean, both sides of the ball have been just phenomenal for Fort Worth. What is your biggest takeaway from this game tonight, Eddie?
Getting Jay-Z Bacon involved, like I said, he didn't have the flash plays, but he just kept the chains moving, staying ahead of the chains. And Stephen Hacker attacking the middle of this secondary all day long inside the numbers, and Mexico City did not have an answer.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's one player that I think is going to have a monster season the way it's looking, is Stephen Hacker. I mean, he was just tremendous tonight.
He broke out last season, reminded me a lot of Ivory Irvin from Baltimore last season, and so far this season, he's well on his way to having yet another great season.
It kind of reminded me of Hacker in the Queen City days, right?
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Yeah, Hacker was pretty good in Queen City back in that
season 15.
day. Yep, in season 15 or 14, whenever that was. He was always a big threat there in the Corsairs offense, and Ever since moved over here, he's kind of taken a little bit of a back seat, but now he's really coming out and shining, as that's going to probably end up being the final kneel down here. And Fort Worth is going to move to 1-0, and now that's the third team in the South. Is that correct? That's going to be 1-0 starting out.
That is correct. Mexico City is the only team that took an L this week in the South.
So, and that is going to do it here, as the home crowd not really too thrilled, but it was a good game overall here by the Toros. And as you said, Eddie, I mean, both sides, offense and defense, really was shining.
And they also got turnovers when they needed them when Mexico City was threatening as well.
All right, and that'll do it here for us. Chad Rowland, Eddie Gage, Cameron Irvine, thank you for all the work this weekend, buddy. Go get some rest, my man. We are out.
Arizona, I love y'all, man. Yo, it's been a long off season, y'all, and to get this win today over San Diego, they came up and hit about 12 deep. They was intimidating us, had us backed up in the corner, but we did the job, got the job done. Nothing but respect. I love y'all like family. Cliff, bro, nothing but respect, bro. For real, I mean that. I love you, brother. But yo, they brought about 12 deep onto this convention, but we came with 3 Hall of Famers, got the job done, and we walking out here with a W, y'all. We out.
And I am not even gonna talk about the Indianapolis game. So we'll skip mine. I don't have anything. All right. Good night, everybody. Take care.
Good job, boys.